We are here with the West Virginia Outdoor Economy Summit. It's been an unbelievable day. Lots of great speakers, got breakout sessions going on. You can hear a little crowd in the background. It's been a blast. We've had fun interviewing all kinds of people today, have we not?
Lots.
These might be my two favorite that are coming up though. So when you first meet someone, sometimes you just feel connected. You know you can talk for hours. These two beautiful queens of Fayette County have joined us, Melanie and Mara, and we're gonna ask them to tell us a little bit about the county. You guys are somewhat the epicenter of some fun outdoor activities there. So you've been in Fayette County for a while, huh?
About 35 years.
Tell us a little bit, how has it changed? What do you love about it? Just kind of give us the breakdown if no one knows your home.
Fayette County has outdoor resources all day long. From the whitewater to the rock climbing. Whitewater's world class, rock climbing also world class. We've now got enough purpose-built mountain biking trails to also, maybe not world class, but certainly national standout.
And world-class people.
And
You got some great people in that.
John F. Kennedy had it right. What did he say about the weather? The sun doesn't always shine in West Virginia, but the people do.
I didn't know. Oh, it's a note.
John F. Kennedy, when he was campaigning in West Virginia, and that statement is truer than true, and
I agree with you.
that continues. What else, Mel?
Yeah, well, we were just talking a minute ago about Fayette County in the sense of this conference and outdoor recreation in West Virginia, and how Fayette County has been doing this for many decades. And so we are now experiencing some of the pains of the success. And so we are seeing some housing struggles, crowding issues, just management of tourism. And so it's just interesting to have a place where we can have these conversations.
The demand's grown for your area, for sure, right? I mean,
National park designation.
yeah, absolutely.
That leads me a lot to what Andy, we've talked about Andy a few times. When I first met Andy, he said, it's gonna happen to West Virginia, so we better plan for it. And y'all are a prime example that it's happened, and we may be a little bit late in planning for it, but we're not too late. So I like it. And we've talked to someone else who's talking about ways to help with some of your problems in transportation and trailheads. So that's some great opportunities coming down the pipe, I believe, as well. But before we dive into some other stuff, we've got one of the Sweets of the East over here. Tell us about...
Sweets of the East.
Yes.
Okay.
Women's raft race team, and speaking of whitewater in Fayette County, we've had a raft race team since 2015 with changing members.
All right.
And I joined them in 2018, then again in 2024, 2025, so most recently in Argentina. And just amazing to go and represent the USA. But when we say West Virginia and we say Gauley River, these other countries know it. And they immediately do show some respect because our whitewater is of that caliber. So excited to continue that venture with the raft race team, and we'll go to nationals this year and represent again.
We've known Melanie for a while now. Did you know this?
I knew the tip of the iceberg on it.
And I'll also add, because the community, when you follow what they're doing and actually the comps going on, there aren't teams from all over the U.S. There are not women from all over the U.S. They're from West Virginia. And the community is super psyched about it. When they need money, they get money.
How many ladies are on the team?
We have 5, so we need an alternate. It's a team of 4.
All right.
So 4 seats each corner of the raft, and everyone has to pull their own weight to make it all happen. And the events consist of 4 different events over 4 days, and timed and points and adrenaline filled.
Kudos to you, the Sweets of the East, and the community for coming out and supporting it so that y'all could go and do that and represent. So it's great to have Gauley as an internationally known destination.
Absolutely.
So Melanie, I know you're with Active Southern West Virginia, and what I love about that, it's about getting people outside and active, and not just, but tell us a little bit about the programs and the events and stuff.
Yeah, nonprofit organization for the residents of West Virginia. And volunteers are built up in leadership roles so that they can lead weekly programs of their choosing, when they want to do it, where they want to do it, to increase that active lifestyle. So it's not necessarily the high venture of tourism, but it is that gateway to recreation, healthy movement, healthy friendships, helping people just to feel comfortable going to a trailhead.
Is it all ages?
All ages. We want it to be multi-generational. It's beginner friendly. It's easy skill sets. We want to keep it, at that beginner.
You guys have done like 5Ks and all kinds of different stuff.
We do race events to raise money for the organization. So we have our 2026 race schedules all set for this year.
You know, with me,
Come and run here. You
Come run.
psychotically organized.
I've seen it.
Unbelievably. Doesn't surprise organized.
And you're all over now this region, right? You got
We're growing around the state. We had programs in 22 counties last year, and I just call that the organic growth. So, we're going to go where the demand is.
She's doing a lot of.
we need to get off our butts and do more. Yes.
Hey, there's line dancing in Lewisburg.
Maybe something else, but All right, so you've been described to me as the matriarch of the outdoor economy in this region. That's the way I've been told. So
That's frightening.
what is frightening? So being someone that's helped really, in all honesty, shape what's going on in this state from how I've heard it. I'm new to the area, and being at our first summit, what's your take? What do you think from being here?
I'm a little giddy.
Same here.
I'm a little wound tight. Mel and I have been talking about it because we've been living this a while. Noah Wilson came to Fayetteville in 2019 and brought the concept of the outdoor economy to us, which is important because ever since I moved to West Virginia, Gene and I, 35 years ago, it was the Friends of Coal, Friends of Tourism conundrum. And you had one sticker or the other on your bumper, and you were locked into this battle that was terrible. And then the outdoor economy concept tells us what we can do with tourism, where we can plug it in, but not make it the boss bitch, which it really can't be. Because that is not cool to your local people. You cannot make them step down and be beholden to this endless stream of outside people.
We shouldn't.
We shouldn't. That isn't cool. That is not any way to live.
So destinations have done it wrong, and
that's wrong, and that's one of the beauties that West Virginia has. By being a little bit behind, we can learn. And so I think for Melanie and myself and the whole, there's a big Fayette County contingent here. It is just like, let's go. This is now, we're going statewide. We're going to have a lot more power to push this concept because West Virginia is so damn special, and we all know it. And it's not just our resources, it's that combination of those resources, our people, just the whole 9 yards. And it's easy to underestimate, it's easy to buy into the bullshit, but we all know how special it is. And I spent 20 years on the sales floor at Waterstone Outdoors listening to people say, what is it? What is going on around here? And I'm like, that's West Virginia. And we all know that, right?
Yep.
But now with this kind of rollout, with this many people starting to buy in, this is power. We can talk to the legislature. We can get more people behind us. And like Dave said at the very beginning, it's not going to be our only economy. But we know we're so well suited. We know we can do this. We've been doing it.
And
it's killer.
Tourism in the communities.
And what we've seen that is super exciting is that, people, they were taught all these different breakouts. We're just like nodding our heads furiously. Yes, that's working. We are getting this huge, well, it's all relative, right? But this influx of young, talented people with their super good remote jobs from all over the country who could live in the sexy Western outdoor towns, who are like,
I've been to those. Sit here.
overrated.
Truth, it's okay.
Say it.
I'll say it again, overrated. Their people aren't so nice, and they care how hard you rock climb. Who gives a shit how hard you rock climb, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, but what we see now is those people are in our town, in healthcare, in our school system, and it takes time. And what we know, because Fayetteville was boarded up when we moved here, and it takes time, but we all have our North Star, which is that rock solid belief in our state. We know it's magic. We know what it offers. We know what our people are like. And now you just got to hang tough.
Fortunately, there's been a history of the state kind of giving it away to outside forces.
And we're going to fight that. And that's one reason right now when we're going to be fighting data centers, that this conference is especially important. We have to consolidate statewide to protect our resources.
What was the word we've heard through all these interviews?
Collaboration.
Collaboration, and that's why we're giddy, because now we can collaborate statewide, and we can shore up people who are like, God, this is a long process. We're like, you're right.
You're right.
You're right, but be patient.
Lean on me.
Yeah, and we know it works.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us some inspiration to, follow up with.
Thanks for the coverage. Thanks for telling the story.
We're excited to tell the stories. It's easy to tell the stories.
It should be.
We love sharing. I mean, all the good work y'all are doing. Melanie, I mean, Mara, it's amazing.
Come see you guys in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot.